The recent price action of the Orion protocol has certainly been anything but fireworks. If you got into this coin in the beginning of August, it must have been a long and frustrating experience. With all the other coins mooning to new all-time highs, but Orion staying behind. The price action of the Orion protocol, or should I say the lack thereof it, got me re-interested in this project. I wanted to find out why is this coin lagging behind so much. So I decided to do some more research on it. I have been bullish about the Orion protocol in the past before, but I decided to sell it as I never really used the platform, as I did not like depositing my crypto into a smart contract in order to trade. I found it was not ideal to trade with Ethereum because of the gas fees, and the Binance exchange was just working out better and cheaper for me. Now, with all the new features like depositless trading, a fiat on and off ramp, and all the exciting things around the project like a partnership with Fantom and other big stars. So I decided to try out the protocol again, and this time depositless, with the Binance Smart Chain. And this made me super bullish. I was so impressed with the user experience, the speed, and how seamless everything was working. It really gave me the feeling that I was trading on a centralized exchange. To me, this platform could be the future, and I can start seeing the vision of the Orion protocol, and it's much bigger than you think. The project is so big with so much potential that I'll make more episodes on it. I want to try to do a 3-part series of this project. There's so much potential in the Orion bridge, the new stablecoin of Orion, the USDO, I believe it is, the liquidity pools, the utility of the token. The ORN token is really the star of the platform. Depositless trading, the liquidity plugin, the fiat on and off ramp, and so much more. Yes, there are also concerns, and those who know me know that I can be critical as well, and I want to be as critical as I can be. I don't want to be a moon boy, I have to stay realistic here as well. I believe the Orion series is a perfect start for you to do your own research. So let's start with the reason that got me re-interested into this project again, and that is of course the chart. But before that we start there, welcome to the channel, Simon Says. I hope you had a nice Christmas. In this episode we will discuss the Orion protocol, and this is part 1. If you like my content and you don't want to miss part 2, then subscribe, like and notify. Also, I gave my exact entry of this coin on Twitter, and I plan to do this with every new entry I make. So if you like to know my entries, then please join me on Twitter to see why I stepped into this coin based on the chart. Now, let's get back into the chart. As you can see on the chart, this project had a good start after the bottom was set on the 20th of July, as did basically almost all cryptos after we had that massive dump, also known as the Wyckoff method. Now, most coins enjoyed a nice V-shaped recovery, with some returning to new all-time high, even above it, like Solana did. You can see the video in the link in the description above. Now, Orion also looked like it was racing back to the 30 bucks, but at about 10 bucks the bears threw a spanner in the wheel and the engine started to go bust. It's been a long and painful consolidation, to say the least, at least in crypto terms. And in the middle of a bull run, I must say this is painful. Well done if you managed to weather the storm and get back into this project, because 2022 will be interesting for this project. Now, like I said, I wasn't holding this coin anymore, but after seeing this coin trading at below 5 bucks, I couldn't resist to have a look at this project again to see if the bears actually have a point. The first thing that caught my eyes was that the RSI broke out of its negative cycle. I like this because it made a strong bullish reversal on the daily chart. Secondly, I saw that Orion was running at the bottom line of its unbroken resistance. A bullish reversal together with a bargain price in terms of support made me believe that we will not see Orion, the ORN token, below 475 again unless something unexpected happens. I tweeted about my re-entry a couple of days ago, and I made my case why I think we have bottomed. We had a double bottom this coin. To me, this was an excellent reward to risk ratio. That's another chart that convinced me to buy back into this coin. As you can see on this chart, these metrics also look great. In case you've never heard of the Orion protocol, it is a liquidity aggregator. It's a project that had a booming start in the beginning of 2022, as the hype around the coin was incredible. It boomed the price right up to $30. It basically did a 10x from January to March. Why do I tell you this? Well, there's moon potential for a project like this if it gets adopted. A lot of people left this project while Orion just carried on improving the protocol, working hard on it. Yes, it must have been frustrating for late entries, as it was Orion that was the cause of the hype, as they cleverly marketed its yield with the staking calculator and other promises. After the product was launched, there was just a feeling of disappointment among the general public. Personally, I'm not a fan about blowing up your product, and that was one of the concerns I had about Orion from the start. It likes to create hype and overcommit. However, they did manage to get about a 20 million trading volumes on a daily basis within a year. And the growth hasn't been so incredible, but I think this will change soon. Like I mentioned, they have a lot of partnerships with projects that have a massive market cap, like Cardano, Polkadot, Binance Smart Chain, Fantom, Elrond, just to name a few. And there's also a little partners with hidden gems as well, like Coti and Injective. Getting people to change is never easy. But if there's one project that can do it, I think it will be the Orion protocol, as it has the user experience nailed down. The rewards are so good and the liquidity is excellent. The trading exchange market in the crypto space is big and it's growing. About all projects want to have their own exchange for the chain, like for example how Elrond has built the maiar exchange. I made a video about that, which you can see in the description above. In the long run, I believe there will be projects that will just choose to run on Orion only and not start making their own exchange, as this is better for their builders, as it's hard to set up an exchange. The market is big. Just have a look at Binance, Coinbase, Uniswap, PancakeSwap. A good source of decentralized aggregated liquidity that has an easy accessibility will prove to be the winner in the future. That 20 million in trading volume will turn into 200 million by next year. That's at least what I believe. The trading market is still the biggest moneymaker in the crypto space, and the Orion protocol is positioned well here. The price of the Orion token is about a 6x away from its all-time high. And the question everyone would like to know is, could it return to its former glory? The Orion protocol is an aggregator that handles liquidity slightly different than your normal decentralized exchange or centralized exchange, as it tries to aggregate all the liquidity into one source. It has the ambition to be the one-stop for all the liquidity in a multi-chain universe. So, does it have a chance? Chain agnostics is how they call themselves. Now, there's a lot of competition because the money is there, so Orion isn't certainly the only decentralized exchange aggregator, but it is one of the only aggregators that gets its liquidity from centralized exchanges like KuCoin and Binance, which are quite big, and you can expect more of them in the future, although I don't think it's needed as the fees are the lowest on these two platforms. They use their unique broker system and they have built one of the most advanced aggregators in the DeFi space. We will discuss the team and lots more in the next episode into details. The benefit of this is that you have a good depth of liquidity on your platform and no negative spread. That means better trades, prices for its users. Even though your broker route might be slightly more expensive, orders can be filled at the best price. So in theory, you should always get a better deal on an average trade or buy. All this should or could make you feel comfortable to trade on the Orion protocol. Orion charges you 0.2% if you pay in ORN and 0.3% if you pay in USDT. The Binance Smart Chain charges you about 18 cents per trade. So yes, Binance is cheaper with its 0.1%, but since it's an aggregator, I decided to try it out myself and compare the trade of $100 on the Binance exchange versus $100 on the Orion protocol to see which platform offers me the most ORN tokens for my 100 USDT. My trade was done based on market trading. I swapped my USDT for ORN and the winner is about the same. However, you can profit a little bit more if you have a negative spread. At the Orion protocol, you can basically trade for free without KYC if you lock up your money in a staking contract or liquidity pool. You can earn nice yields. You can easily find a pool on Orion that offers you more than a 30% APY, and that should easily offset your trading fees. So there's nothing wrong with that. I decided to pull some liquidity myself on the Egld-ORN pool, as I believe both projects have a good and healthy upside in the future. The Orion protocol is really looking to give its token a strong utility, and after trying out the protocol, that is what I can see. This made me incredibly bullish on the Orion protocol, and I will be disappointed if Orion isn't trading at $50 by Christmas next year. Not that I can't live with $30, but I'm just saying. In my next episode, I'm going to discuss all the exciting things going on with this project and why it can even soar above it. I think the potential of this project is so big that it can reach the current market cap of Uniswap. Don't miss this because it will be packed with information and also some critical points on why it's been lagging behind. I thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.